Hello, everyone. Sorry about the lateness. I was with Luna. My puppy ate her breakfast early this morning because she didn't want to eat last night. And then right now she wants to eat, so she doesn't like to eat alone. Right, Luna? So anyway, trying to straighten up my dress here. Okay. Hope everyone is doing well. Oh my goodness. All right. Chat among yourselves, and I will pull some cards for you. It's a hot day today, really hot. I went out to water my couple of plants outside, and I came in. It was just soaked. Straighten up my dress here. Kitty Wampus, I don't know why. I was having a problem with my top, my dress. Anyway, it pulls on one side. Kitty Wampus. So hello to all of you, all the new people, all my subscribers, all the people that watches my channel. And today, for the full moon, we have a full moon in Aquarius. It's sturgeon moon. No, it's called sturgeon moon because that's the time that most of the sturgeon fish in the Great Lakes come up a lot more. So the natives gave that name. It's also known as the corn moon or the harvest moon. So, yeah. So for today, what I'm going to ask is that your angels and guides step forth. My angels and guides step forth. Our teachers, master teachers, guides, ancestors. And then tonight I'm going to do something here. My dog, Luna, she doesn't want to come down the stairs anymore. I went away last week and went out. Rob was here with her and the cat, Merlin. I said, did she fall down? Did something spook her? She won't come down. Well, she came down once in the kitchen, but she doesn't want to. She almost did earlier when she wanted her food, but I brought it upstairs. So the energy's fine. So I don't know, maybe something spooked her. I'll have to meditate on that. So if you have a question in your mind, think of one question. Take some nice deep breaths. And hopefully these cards that come out will help you, will guide you to what you need to know. So what I'm going to do, the very first card, I'm going to ask them to show us what you need to release. It's a full moon. On a full moon, we release stuff. We did it on Wednesday. We celebrated the full moon with the class. I wasn't going to go back and teach in this month of August, but went back. And next week we're having a class, and then we'll have the new moon, and so classes are going forth. And we released, and every time we do this burning, kind of ritual, we release things, and then we invite things in our lives. It helps. It works. Some people had missed a couple of the full moons, and we're in need of it, and I needed it with the group as well. So it was a bonus for everyone. All right. So what do you need to let go? What do you need to release right now to help you, in your life path? Pull a card here, and I'm going to look at this one, and I'm going to look at that one as well. All right. Kind of makes sense. What do you need to release? Well, too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. You got the 10 of fire here. And that, I know a lot of people are in that kind of boat. They're working too much. They're working too much. Not taking time to themselves. Even it's a couple of minutes a day, So you've put in too many hours. There's a need to balance the professional and the personal side of your life, so your family. You're trying to do too much. And I get it. I used to be like that so much. Things have changed a lot. I'm not like I used to be. Plus, I'm getting older too. But you come a time you realize, well, you're only hurting yourself if you overdo it. You need more sleep. You can't just don't have the energy to move forth. So there's hope for a solution, a successful resolution to your situation or your project, whatever it is that you're in the midst of doing. It is best if you cut unnecessary or burdensome activities from your schedule. Slow your pace to a more comfortable level. So if you're used to getting up at a certain time because you want to do this, and then you go to work and you come back exhausted, but you push yourself until you go to bed, the full moon's saying, if you want to release something, you need to make some changes, right? All work and no play, right? So darkness before the dawn. Stress-related health problems. Yes, if you do push yourself too much and you're happy doing it, you're helping other people, eventually it can take a toll, and it can become an obsessive thing that you just want to do because in your mind, you think you're doing the right thing. But are you? Are you doing the right thing for you? Are you doing the right thing you think for others? Got to ask yourself that, right? So this is what you need to release. Release the stress and release having that idea that you have to give 110 each day. Okay? You're not a machine. I'm not a machine. Right? Okay. For some of you, you may have something going on with a relationship, and there may be a conflict in that relationship, but things will resolve. Things will resolve. Okay? And for some other people, you're dedicated, you're loyal, you're honorable, you're kind, but it's time to buckle down and get things done. Maybe you're helping everybody else, but things at home are having, taken the back. I say people put things on the back burner when they go out and do some stuff. And I get it. A lot of people want to be outside in the summer. It's nice. You want to be outside. But if you really have all these ideas about doing some stuff, it's time to buckle down. You got to honor those commitments that you made. Call on your guardian angel. Okay. And now I'm going to shuffle them again, and we'll ask what the full moon has. What message does the full moon have for us? Sometimes I ask that at the end, but I think it's kind of want to do now. So, cool. Quite a few fell here. We'll just put these on the side. The energy of the current moon. What does the moon want you to focus on right now? That's probably the message that's going to come across. I'll have a look at these cards because 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's like 4 cards that fell down. Well, got the Page of Fire here. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. So this is what the full moon wants you to know. For some of you, be creative. Be confident in yourself. Maybe a little mischievous at times, if it's a good thing. For some of you, you're dependable, you're patient, you're successful. But there's good news coming about a financial matter. And you may want to do something a little more challenging and maybe study something new, a new area of study. The full moon's got that message for you. And for some of you, well, the 10 of Earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. The more you're grateful for the little things, everything in your life, the more you will attract. So the full moon says, remember, right? Gratitude about everything. Remember that. Little things in life are important. And for some of you, I've got the 9 of Air. Now, air is swift, right? It says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. For some of you, expect some of that. And why are you expecting some of that? Let's see here. What's going on? 9 of Air. I know past few nights I didn't sleep well, but yesterday I did. And it's like this before the full moon, usually the night before. But actually, tonight I should sleep good. It's full moon. So positive thinking for some of you that I pulled this and it says expect the worst. It's all about your thoughts, right? Think positive, you attract positive because positive thinking is essential right now. The full moon says your own obsessive negative thoughts are going to be the true culprits of the trouble that you fear. All right. So release the guilt. That's what the moon says. Release that guilt. Realize that regrets is a wasted emotion. What's past, what's gone is gone. Just look forward to the amazing opportunities in the future that you have for you, right? Leave the past behind. Can't do anything. You learn from it, from the past, remembering certain things, and you think, okay, I did that, and maybe that wasn't the best thing. So that's fine. But don't live in the past. Remember the lessons. Remember that you change certain things, but don't live in the past. Because if you're stuck, you're not going to be moving into the amazing future that awaits for you. So racing thoughts is another thing that sometimes will keep you up at night. Your mind doesn't want to shut down. You can help by getting a mantra and saying that over and over as you go. When you go to bed, you lay down. You can say something like "I am peace" or "I'm at peace." Tell your mind, "Okay, it's time to sleep right now." Because the more you focus on the negativity and the more you think about all those thoughts and you don't shut your mind, then stress and then illness. So the moon is saying, you have to change your thoughts. You have to try to get all to sleep. And you can only do that when you quiet your mind. Okay? That's what the full moon wants you to know. That's the message. Of course, it's coming from the universe as well, not just the moon's not coming down here and saying, Marie, tell them this. It's the universe, spirit. Right? But you know that. All right. What comes next? So there's opportunity emerging. So we know that. For some of you, it was very clear, amazing opportunities await. But what kind of opportunities? Let's see here. And then we'll look at what's manifested in the last little while. So let's pull one card. Okay, another air card, the intellect. So what's coming? So this card will indicate the path forward, the opportunities that are available, the steps you can take. So we'll say a couple more cards, but this is basically saying that the end of a difficult situation. It's the end. So whatever you've gone through, some kind of turmoil, embrace the change. Expect things to get better now. And recovering from an addiction. Addiction doesn't always have to be drugs, illegal drugs. It could be medication. It can be a certain food, a behavior. You're recovering from something. Right? And the other cards here. The other card here, the power of creativity. And I just spoke, the other card talked about the creativity. Recognition for very high quality work and be a team player. Be a team player. And the 9 of Earth. So we've got air and we've got 2 Earth. The 9 of air. So enjoying life's little luxuries. Spending quiet time alone. Successful self-employment. So if some of you are looking, maybe starting a side business, you want to be self-employed, there's good news coming that way. So let's look a little more here, what it says about that, the 9 of Earth. I'm surprised no major arcana has popped out. Now saying that, it might. Sometimes you do that and it'll come up. So successful self-employment. You can also unexpected financial windfalls. Not necessarily a windfall winning lottery, maybe, hopefully. Maybe you've applied for a loan to start your small business. That is an expected financial windfall, assistance. Home improvement, redecorating is another one. You're pursuing deeper meaning into your life, right? So you can retreat inward for inspiration. And how do you retreat inward? Quieting the mind. Meditation. If the word meditation scares you, just think about entering into your stillness, just quieting the mind. Just sit in a quiet spot somewhere where you won't be disturbed for a little while, somewhere comfortable. Could be out in your garden, out in nature, and just focus on your breath, focus on the weather outside, sit in the shade, feel the warmth of the breeze coming down. And although it's hot in the shade, it's wonderful. So what has manifested since the new moon? We talked about the new moon not too long ago. What has manifested since then? Well, let's see. All right. What has manifested? Maybe it's something you need to remember. There, I was saying, we haven't had a major arcana card that pops up, and then we have the wheel, right? Archangel Michael. Well, it's a time of positive change. So it started. The wheel started turning at the new moon, and now we're in full. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. So what happened on the new moon? Maybe asking for certain help, asking for guidance, whatever it was. You planted that seed, and now it's full moon, and it's starting to come out. So the angels sent you this card because of positive changes that are occurring in your life. So expect and enjoy beneficial new opportunities as they present themselves. It's an optimal time to make big and small changes. Changes is change. As long as it's positive and it's good change and it's for your higher good. Take the leap with the knowledge that everything will work out for you. Old blocks are lifting and everything now moves forward quickly. If recent events shook your faith, you'll now see how they were actually positive for you, and rapid advancement is likely now. So good luck. Okay. Sometimes it could be like a happy accident. Something happened. It's like, oh, but it's balance karma, a miracle, a twist of fate, destiny. So Archangel Michael is the supreme angel, archangel, who walks beside you always through major changes, giving you the courage, the strength. And when you find, well, I didn't think I had the strength, but I pulled it off. Well, that's because Archangel Michael is probably by your side guiding you. So you can call on Archangel Michael anytime you wish. Okay. Especially if it's connected to your spiritual life. Call on Archangel Michael. And for some of you, what has manifested? Well, another one is the Archangel Aniel, the moon. We talked about the new moon into this tonight, the full moon. Important psychic insight. So some of you probably have been more intuitive. Your psychic abilities may have shown itself a little more. You're more bang on. You're gaining the confidence. So just release fears that hold you back. Release those fears. There's no need to fear. Just ask for protection. So it says pay attention to your dreams. So some of you may have remembered some of the dreams that you've had lately. Well, it says pay attention to them. Unseen events that are affecting you. Okay, illusions. Okay. So the angels sent you this card because it's a powerful time of intuition, full moon, and psychic ability. However, your greatest insight will be about yourself. So embrace the period of self-awareness to overcome past blocks that have held you back. So awaken to truths about yourself that you've kept hidden and see your brilliant light. See my moon? I plugged in my moon. I wasn't sure if it was, I hadn't charged it in a while, but it's working. There it is. And for some of you, what has kind of manifested. News of an exciting new endeavor. And use your originality and ingenuity. The Page of Fire. Things that came out earlier as well. Nice. All right. So, what is coming into your conscious awareness? So, this card that I'm going to pull out is going to highlight insights, truths, or awareness that are surfacing. Okay. And then we'll look at some Priestess card as well. Okay. All right. What are insights, truths, or awareness coming into your consciousness here? You pull 3 cards. Oh, the 9 of Fire. Didn't I have a 9? Oh, a lot of earth and fires coming up tonight, and some air. Didn't see too much water. No, next time probably a water card. Okay. 4 of Earth. This is coming into your awareness. Okay. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions and giving to those less fortunate. What they mean sometimes being too cautious with money is like, it's nice to save money for a rainy day. I'm all for that. But you need to also have a little bit of joy, have a little bit of something. Give yourself a treat once in a while. You work hard and you deserve a little something. If you save it all for a rainy day, but you're not happy. So it's nice to give yourself a little treat. Buy yourself a little treat. Doesn't have to be a lot. Go spend a little bit. I'm going to be spending soon on a laptop. Trying to look for a good deal. So anyway, this card sometimes can be of extremes, okay? So it may be a cautionary message for some of you to take care of your resources. Perhaps it's time to create a savings account if you've been spending money like crazy, left and right, just spending it all, then that's not good. It's one extreme, right? Or just look at, review your spending habits. Where are you spending the money? And if you're too financially conservative, like you don't spend, you're too frivolous, you really can spend a little bit once in a while for yourself. Well, it's a time to give, to donate time or money to a charity or worthy cause. Pay it forward. Right? Your hard work is paying off, but stay alert to new possibilities. Change is inevitable and can bring newfound sources of abundance. So be open to that. Don't let fear-based thoughts limit your actions. If somebody says, well, I've been saving money because money's hard to get and, money doesn't grow on trees, all the negative things we heard growing up. Well, it's true that we used to say, well, money does grow on trees, it's paper, but now it's plastic, so it doesn't grow on trees. But you know what I mean? Save some money, but sometimes it's okay to buy yourself a little treat. Go ahead and buy yourself, a new sweater, or go get yourself a treat. I don't know, whatever it is. Some people like to go to a movie once in a while, or some people that never spend, well, sometimes they'll say, well, you know what, I'm going to go get myself a really good drink or something, Frappuccino or something like that. Something, or if you do go to Timmy's or wherever you go for coffee, maybe pay it forward, right? There's good business decisions that are coming, or investments. Large purchase, penny pinching, right? Fears that what you've accumulated be lost. So again, for some of you, don't spend like crazy, but don't also save it all and never spend a dime. You can't take it with you, right? So if you want something, think about it. And if it's for your highest good, maybe you want spending a little bit of money on yourself. For some of you, I've got the 9 of fire. So this is that's what's coming into your awareness. Remember, this is what's manifesting right now into your conscious awareness. And this is don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and belief in yourself. So don't give up. A lot of people give up when they're so close to attaining a dream that they want, like a wish. They're so close sometimes, but it says, you've put a lot of work and energy in this. So this is a sign for you to actively protect what you've created or what you've earned, but have courage and belief in your ability and right to defend the fruits of your labors, strengthen your resolve, don't give up. You possess the wisdom and stamina to bring the situation to an agreeable conclusion. But keep your mind, keep open. It's important to open your mind to the assistance and point of view of others. Just being prepared, physical strength, tiredness. And for some of you is the page of earth. So scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Right? Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new era of study. This is for some of you. This is coming into your awareness. You're thinking about it, and you want to do something different area of study, or just want to learn something that you want to learn. Could be that as well. All right. So good news about financial matters is coming. It's soon. So it could be, next couple days. Your plans move successfully toward a steady pace, and you may adopt a new or an interest, a new passion, just a new interest. If it's people, because the page represents people or situation, but if it's a person, then a new person's coming into your life, perhaps a youth, a student who enjoys studying. Could be someone who can be very optimistic, right? Still realistic, though, about what can be accomplished. They're patient, they're frugal, they're trustworthy, dependable. So this card also says to do your own research. Wisdom beyond one's years. A return to school. Materialism. Some people are taking courses online. Not necessarily going to school, but some of you may be deciding to go to school, take a course or something. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for you, I think. Hi, LB. Yes, I hear you. There's lots going on. I feel my days here, they go by so fast. Today, not as much, but still. Most of the time goes by fast. I've been doing stuff on my laptop here, looking at rearranging some files, because when I get a new computer, this will be. I don't have Microsoft Word. I have Word, and I do Google. So some of this stuff I kind of printed out that I needed and transferred. So a lot of work. Going forth, I'm going to work smarter. With my other laptop, everything's going to be on a movable, a Google Drive or something. Or I'm going to get another external hard drive and keep some file there, because I've got a lot of paperwork, teaching classes and things, and I'm revamping some of that. So busy. All right, angels and guides. Oh, and today is also August 9th is also the International Indigenous Day as well. So think about that the other day. Let me picture these. What does the priestess want us to know? Priestess of the moon. Let's see what the priestess of the moon wants us to know. Okay. What does the goddess want us to know? The goddess of the full moon. sacred breath and sound, life force and communication. And she has a dolphin, and it's full moon. I don't think there's a sturgeon in this deck, but there's a dolphin, which represents water. Isn't that great? This is the I asked for the priestess of the full moon, number 10. Let's see what it says. Life force and communication. So the priestess of the breath of life brings the life of the dolphin to you. And dolphins are very lucky. A lot of people love dolphins as a favorite animal, totem. This important totem has long been a symbol of the life force embodied in breath, movement, and sound. This card is telling you to bring the dolphin's easy flowing pattern to the breath of your life force at this time. And that's what the sturgeon moon is about as well. It reminds us to go with the flow of life. Go with the flow of life. Find your inner strength because it's inside. You have tremendous inner strength. Healing is available to you now on both the physical and personal level. Deep breathing can relieve stress, initiate and accelerate healing, and raise the resonant vibration of your chi, or life force. So if there's a physical issue or personal pattern you want to resolve, spend some time in deep breathing and meditation, and let yourself feel the fluid, peaceful influence it brings to your body and your life. And when you sit there and you just focus on your breath in and out, and you can even put your hand on your stomach as you're breathing in, it rises and exhale and goes back down. Just doing that alone, focusing on that breath, even is a type of meditation. So try something like that, and it's very healing. Now around Oshawa here, well, she moved to Oshawa. I have a friend that does a lot of deep. She coaches and she does deep breathing, really deep breathing exercises. And she does Reiki. I taught her Reiki. She's a master Reiki, which I taught. She's wonderful. So if anybody would like to have a coach to help you with deep breathing and healing, definitely let me know. Send me a message or an email, and I will let you know who she is. She does have her own website, and she's an amazing person. Another sacred energy held by this card here, is the resonance of sound. Dolphins have a special way of communicating, sending out clicks and responding to the reverberation. I'm trying to say reverberations. This card is calling your attention to how you communicate with yourself and others. The aqua blue colors on the card, I'm going to see a little bit, reinforces the importance of this message, vibrating with energy of the fifth or the throat chakra. It's your soul's directive to honor your self-expression. If you find it difficult to speak up, start by venting your difficult feelings in your journal. This healing process leads to greater courage and of expression in the future. Anytime you want to, say something, let's say, I don't know, you want to vent instead of, whether it's gossiping, write it in your journal. If you don't want nobody to find it, you could burn it after. Burn this piece of paper. It's better than, saying something and then somebody else repeats what you said in a different tone or a different. If you need to vent, sometimes it's good to vent, especially for women. We need to get it out. Sometimes I tell my husband, just listen to me. I'm not asking you to fix anything. I'm just want to talk. Just let it out. So it's time to share your feelings. Voice your request. Honor your right to speak out. Take a deep breath and practice communicating openly with others. The resonance of your breath and sound will soon move your life forward with the freedom, fluidity, and sparkling joy of the dolphin's magical energy. An affirmation: I breathe deeply and express myself. My sound and my breath are sacred to me. I breathe deeply and express myself. My sound and my breath are sacred to me. I breathe deeply and express myself. My sound and my breath are sacred to me. Yeah, yeah. Whatever it is, even when you when you want to write something, you want to release something. If you write it down, you want to burn it, you can burn it. It's not like a ritual where you have to make sure that whatever that's negative that's written has to be cleansed before throwing it out. It's a little different than the rituals that I do, but you definitely, or write something down and bury it somewhere in the earth where you know that won't ever go back. So if you go somewhere, I don't know, in a nature walk or going to a beach somewhere, and you see somewhere there's a little bit of earth, not so much in the sand, you can dig a little hole, put whatever you wrote down. Don't sign your name or do it with your finger, but it's invisible, and bury it in the earth and never go back. Don't look back where you buried it, and ask Mother Earth to take care of it. Mother Earth will take care of your problems, but you cannot go back to where you buried it. You bury it and you walk away without looking back. That's one thing. Now, for the rituals I do on full moon, we mix positive affirmations with that's written, and some negative things we want to release. Not always super negative, but they're unwanted energies, things we want to let release. That's a different thing that you need to make sure that it's cleansed. All of it is cleansed before you disperse it. It's a different thing completely. All right, and the other card I want to bring forth. Oh, miracles. Miracles. We can expect miracles. Miracles are always expected. Miracles. Ancient wisdom. So the high priestess of ancient societies holds a spark of human consciousness between her fingers, gathering the energy of the heavens above and connecting it to the resonance of the earth below. Serenely focused, she aligns these powerful frequencies with the unseen vibrations of the universal intention. She is the priestess of mysteries, representing miracles, divinity, magical wisdom, and power. Gorgeous. Ancient societies vibrated at a frequency powerful enough to build miraculous structures, including the Great Pyramids of Egypt and the singular stone obelisk, arranged in formations designed to direct massive amounts of energy. They reveal the magical feats achievable by harnessing the power of the ancient wisdom and inner knowing. This card tells you that you now have the ability to approach life or approach your life in a profoundly aligned way. You're moving into a time when miracles of every nature can be manifested. In fact, they're your birthright. So great accomplishments are yours when you let go of striving and open yourself to the ancient wisdom, quietly filtering through that part of your consciousness connected to eternal truth. And you see she's got some blue Reiki light around her there. So it indicates she's also a medicine woman. And upcoming miracles may include healing, especially if you haven't been feeling well. You have the wisdom to reestablish order and balance in your physical, your mental, and emotional life. This is a reminder to engage in the sacred physical practices. Some people like, dancing, like freestyle dancing, it's movement, right? Some people like Tai Chi, Qigong, or walking in nature as well. They're all sacred, mindful practices. Meditation and prayer as well. So focus and serenity will power your consciousness creation as you journey deep into your inner knowing. You're a seer and a great manifester. Your own ancient wisdom will unlock the door to life-changing miracles. So an affirmation: I receive and accept the wisdom and power of the ancient societies Truly exciting miracles are appearing in my life. Wonderful. It's wonderful. And and the next card is go with the flow. Letting go, cleansing, receiving. It's pretty much the last card, but that's what we've been talking about, right? Releasing. It's full moon. Release. Go with the flow. Go like the sturgeon in the rivers, the Great Lakes, you know. And receive always after you open. You have to be open to receiving. That's a given. All right, so let's look at a little bit of information for that here. So this priestess here, she's a priestess of the waterfall. She rises from the foam. I don't know if you can see that, but she rises from the foam. Holding the mist of the water spirits close to her heart, she wears a golden spiral of infinity on her headrest, symbolizing the power of purification and the release of negativity or wanted energies. So this card is here because it announces that time of quiet energy, encouraging you to release resistance. Go with the flow. True release requires a conscious intention to let go of control and embrace the cleansing energy of non-attachment. So it's time to take a step back and reevaluate things, your life. Take a break from trying to force your will. Open your heart to the guidance of the spirit flowing within you. It doesn't mean you should take no action. It just means that action should flow with your intuition. Is the difference? Water, which we had a lot of fire, we had air, we had earth, and this is a water card. Water is an important element in your life experience. It brings clarity and understanding and represents the presence of the spirit. Your body of water, as is this blue planet of ours. Oh, we have a lot of water on the planet. I think we have more water than Earth. On that level, you resonate with Earth and every entity on it. So charge the water you drink with love and affirm Spirit's presence in the rain, in the shower, and in all the water around you, in the pool. This cleansing intention purifies your energy and releases limitation and negativity as well. Such a clear and vibrant resonance then opens your life to the unlimited flow of abundance available to you. Let go, just release, and receive. For the river of endless opportunity is coming your way. Bring it. Bring the opportunities. I am open. Wide arms. Wide arms. So an affirmation is, I move comfortably through the experiences of my life. I release resistance and align myself with the joyous energy flowing freely through the world. Definitely. Bring it. Let's expect miracles. You can ask help from angels, from your guides, from your loved ones, your ancestors. You can ask help. Anybody, you can call on even if you don't have the name of the angel, you can say, angels, I need your help, or Angel Michael. He'll send the right angel to assist you. Whether it's an archangel or a regular angel, they'll send the assistance. And when you ask your ancestors to help you, you may have an ancestor that's going to come by that you've never met. Could be great grandparent or great uncle or aunt. But they have the wisdom to help you with whatever you're going through. I think I said this story about, I was teaching a class, and this one girl, they had a meditation, because all my classes have a meditation, and I forgot what happened, but anyways, I said to her, there is someone helping you, that with you're in school. She was in college studying something. She was going through a hard time, and I said, well, you have somebody here helping you. So maybe I gave her a message after that, and I described who it was, and I said he's relative, is an ancestor. I think it was her great great grandfather. But anyway, so when her parents came to meet up with her after class, she mentioned something to them, and he says, "Yes, your great grandfather was a history teacher, so that makes sense. He would be here to help you with your studies." She never met them. You'll have to meet them. Whoever went before us that have the knowledge and the skills in something that we're struggling with in this lifetime, they'll be around us to help us, to give us a little nudge. Hey, I'm helping you. Definitely, because we can't, possibly have known all we're lucky sometimes to meet the grandparents, sometimes great grandparents, but not often. And after that, can't expect to know all our ancestors. But sometimes you'll have somebody say to you, like a grandparent will say to you, "Oh, you have that skill. You're really good at that. You remind me of so and so. Her grandmother or grandfather." One of my granddaughters, she's really good at drawing. She draws cartoons. She's just excellent. And I said, "Well, she doesn't remember. Well, no, she passed away. I think she met my mom, but she was a baby. So she's like my mom, although she never knew my mom. My mom was very talented like that. She had very, fine skills. So she takes after her. So I'm sure that later on, if she has a query about something, she could always call on her, and she'll be right there. They can come around and help us." I know it's hot, but I'm having hot tea. Oh, so let's pull one more card. And this, I was going to do Shannon's Oracle tonight, but I'm going to pull a medicine card because it's August 9th is the Indigenous Day. Did I do my other card? Just blank. So hopefully it won't be a blank that comes out. Let's pull an animal card. Call them medicine card. They're all animals. See if just one card for anybody here that an angel can help with one of the cards of an animal or something that can help everyone that's listening or will be listening. That is weird. Butterfly. I was just going to mention earlier, it just came to me. I've been seeing so many white butterflies. They're all white butterflies. They may have a little dot of black on the wings, but it's all I see lately. A lot of white butterflies, and I know that's my mom, but it's just kind of odd that that's all I see. I haven't seen a monarch or something like that. I haven't seen any. They're all white butterflies. That's never happened. The flowers that we have around here, you'd see different ones. Okay, butterfly. Transformation. So this is a card. Butterfly that flutters in the morning light, you have known many forms before your took flight. So the power that butterfly brings to us is akin to the air. It is the mind. The ability to know the mind or to change it. It's the art of transformation. To use butterfly medicine, you must astutely observe the position in the cycle of self-transformation. Like butterfly, you're always at a certain station in your life's activities. You may be at the egg stage, which is the beginning of all things. This is the stage which an idea is born, but has not yet become a reality. And the larva stage is the point at which you decide to create the idea in the physical world. The cocoon stage involves going within, doing or developing a project, idea or aspect of personality. And the final stage of transformation is the leaving of the chrysalis and birth. This last step involves sharing the colors of joy and joy of your creation with the world. So if you look closely at what a butterfly is trying to teach, you will realize that it's the never-ending cycle of self-transformation. The way to discern where you are in this cycle is to ask yourself, is this just a thought or an idea? That's the egg stage. Or do I need to make a decision about something? It's the larva stage. Am I developing or doing something to make my idea a reality? Well, that's the cocoon stage. And the other one, am I sharing my completed idea? That's the birth stage, right? By asking those questions, you'll discover how butterfly is relating to you at this moment. So when you understand where you are, the symbol can teach you what to do next to continue in the cycle of self-transformation. So if you find the position where you're cycling, you will see the creativity of the butterfly. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. That's cool. Butterfly. These are medicine cards by Jamie Sams and David Carson. And there's a book that comes. So now, using air or mental powers of this medicine is done with ease. So an example will be, if you're feeling exhausted and have asked how to heal your fatigue, take notice of the colors you're drawn to. Do you feel better when you have something green? Or do you feel better that, in another color? But if you feel great when you wear something green, then that probably means you need to eat something that with green. Could be grapes, could be apples, could be vegetables that are green. But this is the type of thinking that inspiration comes from the butterfly medicine. It can give you clarity to your mental process, help you organize the project you're undertaking, and assist you in finding the next step for your personal life or career. So the main message to be obtained from this drawing, this symbol, is that you're ready to undergo some type of transformation. Now, if you were here, we'd have to, okay, let's see where you are. What's your next move? Then we could do a butterfly spread, but I'm not doing that here. So, yeah. All the back of these, flash. It's pretty cool. There is, yes. Miranda says wanting personal interaction. Yes, of course, people, I was doing a lot of, cards for the people that were signing in and asking me questions. But then what about people that are watching later on or couldn't make it, But this is for the collective. Everybody's going to have something that's been guided with, because I call my angels and guides as well as yours to help with whatever that comes out. Whatever information that comes out helps you in some way, shape, or form. So, somebody said that they notice how little, but she doesn't see as much butterflies. Yeah, but I'm seeing a lot of them, but they're all white. All white. I was in the back today. Again, I was, watering a plant, and this little butterfly, and some a little bit bigger. My sister says, well, maybe they're moths. I said, no, they're not moths. They're butterflies. They're white, white, white. It's white as snow. And there's a difference between a moth and a butterfly. They're definitely butterfly. Yeah, and it's true. You did see an orb tonight? Cool. There's something going on. My dog, my cat, that cat does come down. He was down earlier, but so I'm going to have to walk around and see what's going on, because she won't come down. Something's going on with her. Maybe he sees spirit. So maybe my spirit guy is downstairs a little more. So I don't know. I'll have to have a talk with Luna, see what's going on, what's scaring her. I'll ask her. My sister's dog hasn't been well, and every time I talk to the dog, when I communicate with animals, it's important to find the right question to communicate, to ask. Because if you just ask the dog, how are you? Especially with this one, it's kind of giddy, but you'll ask, where's your pain? There's specific questions you ask, they will answer. But otherwise, it's not like they're going to volunteer information. You really have to find out what you ask. But I'm so close to Luna, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to ask her. We'll have a chat. She communicates with me. Was it today? Today was yesterday. There's something I was talking to her. She's like, who? She reminds me of that cartoon show on TV. It's not Snoopy. What was the other one? It's Dalmatian. He's like, who? And the guys were mystery, and they were always scary things would happen, and they get spooked. And she reminded me so much of that. That's kind of funny. Yeah, she's obviously sensing something. And I did like smudge a lot the other day. I don't know if there's something. Maybe Rob brought something downstairs or he did something and that spooked her. I don't know. Something, something happened. But I've got good vibes, so I don't know. I need to put a camera down here and see what happens when I'm not here. Maybe fairies come around and that might be enough to spook her. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight, to all of you. I'll be back next Saturday. Keep plugging away every day. Trying to do, if I'm late in the morning, it's because something's happening and, oh, it's the fan that's moving my thing. So that is kind of odd that it's moving that there. So I post whenever I can. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy this full moon. Hope you enjoyed the spread, the readings I did. And if you want, share. You hope Luna's legs aren't hurting. Funny you say that. She came down a couple of steps earlier before I started because she had ate breakfast really early. And I thought maybe she was hungry. So she started trying to tell me that she was hungry. So I gave her a little more food and I stayed with her upstairs. Her food's upstairs. And but yeah, I mean, could be because the one step that when coming down, one step is a little deeper than the other, so she may have hurt herself. I mean, but I don't know. There's something. We'll see. So until next time, everybody, take care of yourself. Try to do the best you can. The best you can at releasing, letting go, move forth. All right, get on the train, move forth. Take care, everybody. Much love and healing. See you on Wednesdays for some of you.